welcome to Catholic Current, where we give you an update on events affecting the Church in the United States. From Washington, D.C., I'm Mara Moser. We had a visit this week from Cardinal Michael Czerny, Prefect of the Vatican's Dicastery for promoting integral human development. The Dicastery was created in 2016 by merging 4 Vatican councils in order to better address issues such as migration, armed conflict, natural disasters, and human trafficking. Cardinal Czerny reflected on the development of the Dicastery as part of Pope Francis's 10-year legacy and what it means for Pope Francis's vision for the Church.
I could say that creating this Dicastery for integral human development is one of the things he has done during these 10 years, and it's maybe it's a new way of approaching our work in the Roman Curia compared with how it was before with in individual pontifical councils that were more or less specialized in certain areas, and now to bring all the elements of integral human development together in a single department or dicastery gives us the challenge of, as he himself says, discovering how everything is interconnected, and that we cannot treat the different themes in isolation because God's people live their challenges in interrelationships. For example, people who are suffering human rights violations are probably also suffering from climate change, are probably also suffering from violence or lack of work. These things all come together, and so our dicastery is approaching them together.
This year, on March 19th, many dioceses in the United States will observe the traditional Lenten practice of almsgiving by participating in the Catholic Relief Services collection. The CRS collection supports the work of various Catholic organizations that carry out international relief and solidarity efforts. The theme of the collection is Reveal Christ's Love. These Catholic organizations aid victims of war and natural disasters, provide pastoral care to migrant workers, and help welcome migrants and refugees fleeing violence and persecution. Bishop Mark Seitz, chair of the Committee on Migration, joined us to discuss his experience with migrants and the importance of the CRS collection. What are some kind of the signs of hope that you see in this work?
I've never met nicer people, frankly, than, not that I don't love my fellow citizens, but people who have gone through everything that these people have, there's something special about them, a drive to make their lives better, to learn, to work hard, even if it means several jobs, to be involved on a certain level within their community, especially their faith community. So, it's funny. We human beings, we citizens of this country, we want all of the goods made in other places to be able to come here without tariffs or without problems, right, if we want to use them. But we fail to recognize that the greatest treasure that can ever cost, the most helpful thing, if you will, is another person created by God, that becomes part of our community, a family. That is the basic cell of society. They bring us such value. I really hope people recognize in this collection, which supports Catholic Relief Services, Migration and Refugee Services Clinic, and so many other important organizations, see it as something really important that people can do to help those most in need. As Mother Teresa used to say, the poorest of the poor, you can change lives and make our country better.
Visit usccb.org to read the CRS Collection's annual report. Depending on your diocese, you can give at Mass on Sunday, March 19th, or through your parish's online giving platform. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Catholic Current. You can find out more about any of this week's topics by visiting us online at usccb.org or follow us on social media at usccb. I'm Mara Moser. See you next week.